our starting lineup, so look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Thomas with the ball. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Gotta love Alyssa Thomas taking it strong to the rim, punishing the defense for giving her a lane.
Here's Young. Rebounded by Copper.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
A nice shot by Griner.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
And it's Taylor missing. Jackie Young from outside. It's rebounded by Phoenix. About 1 minute played here so far in the first. Thomas, she's guarded by Griner. DeRossi outside. Shot clock at 6. Goes up at the elbow. Misses that one. She's 0 for 1 from the floor. Now here's Griner. She tries for 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, with strong conviction in her skill set, Griner's not afraid to leave her comfort zone.
Pass to Sabali. Here's Taylor. Alyssa Thomas on the wing. Copper outside. Thomas a screen. The 3. Copper no good. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Did you see how deep that shot was? There are truly no limits to what Ionescu can do out there.
Sabali the screen. Shot to stop the run. And again, Phoenix no good. For 3, Nafisa Collier. Good. First shot, first basket.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
Here's Taylor. Outside, Sabali. Thomas. Pass to Taylor. And Collier pulls it down. Up top, Wilson. She's covered by Copper. Yes, it's good.
These teams, they don't look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do. A double-digit lead, and we're still in the first? Ouch.
Ryan, I hope this one gets closer. Jeez.
Here's Taylor. Misses off the right iron. Outside, Young. Pass to Ionescu. The tray. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Well, this run has really widened the gap in the game. They are way out in front.
This has been a back-breaking run, really exposing the weakness in their defense.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. That 3 off the mark. They've been looking out of sorts here in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient and find a high percentage shot.
They get it again. Here's Taylor. Out to DeRossi. From deep. And it's Collier with the rebound. Here's Young. And a kind roll that time on the rim as that one falls in.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
3, Diana Taurasi. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good. 2 points.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Jackie Jackie Young from outside. It's in. That's her third field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
Leah Copper for 3. It's rebounded by Young. Collier outside. Great D that time from Kalia Copper. So Rossi with it. Now Young defending. Pass to Copper. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. Copper outside. And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Whitcomb, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
From deep, Asia Wilson, that falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Taurasi. She's guarded closely. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Young from past the arc. Mercury with the rebound. And here's Taurasi. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Scooped up. Fires for 3. Not gonna go that time.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Now here's Griner. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Because of Griner's effort and enthusiasm on the boards, she's able to create second chance buckets for her team.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
From deep, Asia Wilson. Whitcomb grabs the miss.
Sometimes she can hit that deep 3, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No, no. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
And there's the call on Young. That's her first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Copper. Pass to Osborne. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Sabrini and Escu. And here's Stewart from the arc. She's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Cannot fall asleep when guarding Breanna Stewart from downtown. She has the kind of range you simply have to respect.
And there's the call on Brittany Griner. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Substitution for your Team USA. Number 14, Alyssa Thomas.
Here's Osborne. Covered by Ionescu. Here's Thomas. And that time also missed a shot. Outside Stewart. Rossi outside. And a great assist by Breanna Stewart as that one goes in.
We're watching a pure shooter go to work. Rossi simply has great mechanics on her jump shot.
Now here's Copper. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
She's jacked up a number of threes, but her accuracy has just not been there. If you ask me, it's time to try something new.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Whitcomb, that's good.
Well, with how well Whitcomb shoots it from three, these mid-range, they're kind of like gimmies for her. They gotta be like layups.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Copper outside. No good on the triple.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Stewart. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Now here's Thomas. Wilson pulls it down. Outside Stewart. From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Sabali. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
A mix of finesse and length gets Sabali the inside shot. Such a skillful player.
Outside Whitcomb. Copper. Back to Thomas. And Asia Wilson with the block.
Incredible timing by Wilson. Of course, she's 6'4", that helps, but her defensive IQ also helps her deny opponents too.
And the Mercury making a change here. Here's Taurasi. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. And again, Phoenix no good. From about 16, good on the jump shot.
When you see Plum coming at you, your instinct is to protect the hoop. That's why her pull-up is deadly.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Copper. Offline from top of the key jumper.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
From outside the arc. Taurasi can't get it to go. Pass to Whitcomb. Copper outside. Shoots over Plum. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Delivering the blowout. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter two. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second.
A lot of tough D by them so far. It's been a difference maker.
Nothing has gone up uncontested for the most part, and look, that's why they've had success.
Now here's Thomas. She's covered by Brown. Unloads. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Uzan. Down low. Here's Billings. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
Here's Thomas. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Always in motion, Thomas is an emphatic and energetic player, and you just know when she's on the court. She makes you feel her presence.
Rebounded by Copper. Outside Stewart. Brings it from beyond the arc.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
Rossi outside. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Thomas outside. Uncovered. Tries again. Here's Stewart. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. The ball goes to Phoenix. Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Taylor. Now Brown. And it's Collier with the rebound. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Don't underestimate Collier's ability as a distributor. She'll make passes that make you say, wow.
To the paint. Pass to Soul. Here's Taylor. Looking to end the run. And again, Phoenix no good. Outside Stewart. The three is up. Offensive rebound. Thomas falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
You've got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O boards.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Here's Taurasi. And she converts the layup.
She has some impressive moves in her collection. That's a good one, but really, it's one of many.
Here's Stewart. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Give her an inch. Dewey will just knock those down so quick with her release.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. The drive by Diana Taurasi. Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper.
I'm marking that one down. I mean, it's going to be a long time until we see her miss another one like that.
Pass to Stewart. Shoots the three. The basket good off the assist from Diana Taurasi.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
Here's Taylor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. For three, Nafisa Collier. It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
A steady shooter from beyond the arc. Collier's presence on the floor helps space it. A big asset for this team.
Pass to Brown. Taurasi left side. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Thomas outside. Over Brown. And Thomas gets it to go.
On offense, Thomas is a threat. She knows how to get herself a shot.
Now Taurasi. And here's Soul. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
Good on the bucket.
Keeps defenders uncomfortable, and I think it's because of Thomas's ability to play assertive but composed around the rim.
Now here's Taurasi. 11 feet out, and she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Here's Collier. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
The ability to catch and shoot comes down to quick decision making. And I think Collier has a pretty good grasp of that.
And that's a foul called on Diana Taurasi.
First personal foul.
That's her first foul.
Team foul. Into the lineup for Phoenix. Number 2, Kalea Copper.
with it. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Taylor. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Napheesa Collier. And they're pushing it up. Thomas with the ball. Now Brown defending.
That's a shot she had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
The layup off target. Thomas outside. And she's good on the 3-ball.
And what a bonus it is when Thomas is knocking down threes. Because when her perimeter game is on, the defense doesn't really know what to do.
Now here's Taurasi. And it's off from 3-point range.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Thomas outside. The 3-ball. It's good from long range.
Well, as a leader, Thomas is confident in her game, and that confidence directly translates to the rest of her team. And look, you don't have to be a basketball expert to see that.
Here's Taylor. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. They can't stop the run with that one. Collier outside. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown.
That's a hard J to defend. Collier is 6'2". She has a nice release and is deadly accurate.
Phoenix with the ball. Here's Taylor. Pass to Brown. Here's Taylor. The rebound by Brianna Stewart.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
Thomas, no good. And they're getting beat up pretty bad out there.
Yep, you know, they can't keep up the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Yeah, or this game will be over quickly. Here's Copper. Pass to Mack. Here's Taylor. Spins. Another shot. Buries the jump shot.
That's just showing off right here, guys. She is too good with the crossover.
Now here's Taurasi. She's got 6. Took the opportunity when she saw it.
Yeah, that's a high IQ pass by Taurasi to a wide open shooter. She's got a great sense of where to send the ball.
Here's Taylor. She's covered by Taurasi. And it's Taylor missing. Thomas outside. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
An open look for Jackie Young. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
It's just so pretty to watch. A well-executed pull-up. Young working it to perfection.
Copper outside. Will it go? The rebound by Brianna Stewart.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Jacks up a 3. And Alyssa Thomas cashes in the 3.
And when Alyssa Thomas is scoring like this, with everything else she does, she looks like the best player on the floor.
Now here's Taurasi. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Thomas.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
For 3, Napheesa Collier. Ooh, no luck on that one. And so here's Phoenix. Pass to Copper. The 3. The shot, no good. Collier outside. From outside, off the mark. And it's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It's essential they put a stop to this run.
Here's Taurasi. Nails the 16-footer.
You have to guard all parts of the court against Taurasi. Once she crosses half court, she will score from anywhere.
Wasted no time on that one.
Get another three for her. She's really been draining them here in the second.
And here's Taurasi. She has 6. Now Copper. They grab their own miss. Mack. Second chance shot. Stewart grabs the miss.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Young shot's good.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Here's Taylor. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity. I mean, everything is going right for them.
Thomas with the steal. Here's Colliers. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Big job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
One second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Taylor. No good. Unable to end this run. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. And it's good! The buzzer! Wow!
What a three to put a cap on their run going into the break. They finished that half on a big roll.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Thomas.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. Leah Copper from outside. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Wilson outside. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
A three-pointer is certainly not a huge part of Wilson's game, but if you give Asia a look, I mean, she can knock down those trays.
Here's Taylor. Pass to Thomas. Taurasi. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. three-pointer. And Jackie Young, good for three.
Showing some touch from way outside when Jackie Young is making those. I mean, good luck defending it.
Sabali with it. She's guarded by Wilson. Makes it off the glass.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
A valuable offensive talent. Griner's agile, and really the whole league knows it.
Leah Copper for three. It's rebounded by Young. Ionescu outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Now here's Sabali. No good on the three. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Wilson can't hit. Here's Taylor. Outside, Sabali. Pass to Thomas. Here's Taylor. Griner with the rebound. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Young shot's good.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Now here's Taurasi. She's got 6. Out to the wing. Inside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Frequently has defenders on edge. Now, Taurasi is a master at taking advantage of her opponent's mistakes.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Diana Taurasi. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And she can't hit the second. Here's Sabali. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Diana Taurasi. Here's Taylor. Tries from 10. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Griner. Mercury with the rebound. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Diana Taurasi on the wing. Guarded by Young. 5 on the clock. Pass to Copper. This one for 3. Wilson pulls it down. Outside Young. Moves over Taurasi. Young shot's good.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
Now here's Copper. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Looking to get it going. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You see how focused Copper is on the drive, just slicing her way to the bucket with confidence.
Here's Griner. It's hauled in by Diana Taurasi. And so here's Phoenix. Outside Sabali. Here's Thomas. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Collier with it. Picked up by Sabali. From the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You have to admire the control shown by Collier. The pull-up, it's not an easy shot to execute.
Thomas outside. The second chance effort, and it's laid in by Sabali.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
For three, Nafisa Collier. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Simple game plan. Collier's teammates need to keep getting it to her. She's feeling it, going to town on the defense.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Taylor. Out to Taurasi. From downtown. The rebound by Brittany Griner. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Here's Taurasi. Nafisa Collier with the block. And she's able to get it back. And the foul called on Ionescu.
Sabrina Ionescu.
That'll be her second foul of the game.
Tough call there, and a tough break for the D.
But I don't have a problem with the call, Tim. She looked like she was still sliding in there.
To the inside. Here's Whitcomb. Nice D from Diana Taurasi. Pass to Collier. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Copper with the ball. Taurasi outside. The Mercury with another miss.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Copper. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
And here the Mercury. Tries the spin move. There's the triple. Whitcomb misses.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Here's Collier. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Yeah, when Nafisa Collier, a player that chips in everywhere, including the mid-range.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. Copper outside. The floater. Stewart grabs the miss. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Leah Copper from outside. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. The shot, no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
The offensive rebound. Outside Whitcomb. Launches it. And it's Collier with the rebound. Brianna Stewart from outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
The body control, the release, the drain. Brianna Stewart has it all offensively.
Now here's Whitcomb. Not a lot of room. Outside for Thomas. They need this. Wilson pulls it down. Jackie Young from outside. Doesn't go that time. Whitcomb with it. Now guarded by Collier. Pass to Taurasi. Copper. Looking to get back on track. It doesn't go for her. Beyond the arc. And Diana Taurasi with the three.
So productive off the dribble. Taurasi showing us the sizzle, but also the discipline right there.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Taurasi, guarded by Young. And again, Phoenix no good. Outside Stewart, shoots over Sabali. Second shot opportunity, and Wilson finishes it off.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass, and she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Whitcomb, lets the three fly. The rebound by Brianna Stewart. They put up quite a few unanswered points.
Clearly, I mean, they've hit on something that works for them.
Another good rebound, and we know she's giving up some inches to a few of the other players, but that just hasn't mattered.
Now here's Whitcomb. And she lays it straight in.
And Whitcomb isn't afraid to go in amongst the trees. Impressive finish inside.
Stewart inside. Sabali's there. Stewart with the bucket.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Copper. Outside Whitcomb. Copper takes the three. Stewart grabs the miss.
She is frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, the fact that she can't hit anything from out there, or the fact that she keeps on trying to.
Now here's Taurasi, guarded closely. Outside Whitcomb, fires from deep. She can't get that one to fall. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Outside Stewart. Misses the three. Here's Taylor. Gray defending. Pass to Copper. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. It's on Kalia Copper.
You know, Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
2 shots.
And she makes the first. And the Mercury making a change here. She hits one and misses one each at the line. For three, Diana Taurasi. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
You know, some players you can give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense. Here's
Osborne. Pass to Brown. Here's Here's Osborne. She's guarded by Plum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Taylor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Stewart. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
To the middle. Here's Osborne. And it's rebounded by Kelsey Plum. Lets it go. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
If someone is open, Plum will find them. She's got phenomenal court vision.
Copper outside. Pass to Mack. Tries again. And no good trying to use the glass. Here's Plum. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
From this distance, it's almost a layup for Plum. She is great from the mid-range.
Now here's Copper. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the tray.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Not able to get the ball in bounds, and they get called for a 5-second violation. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Really nice rebounding display. All game, getting it done.
Yeah, they've totally dominated on the glass. Just a huge advantage for them in that category.
Now here's Copper. Here's Thomas. Good. Coming off the assist by Kalia Copper.
It's easy to see Copper's phenomenal fundamentals. When she sees a wide open shooter, she makes sure they get the ball.
Pass to Copper. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Here's Plum. Cams the shot from the wing.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from her. She's been passing up on her shot a little bit more than usual. You know, even though she is hitting the ones that she takes. Here's
Osborne. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. 3, Diana Taurasi. Brown grabs the board. Phoenix with the ball. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
She's been their best rebounder today, no doubt.
Well, the numbers back that up, too. I mean, she brought her lunch pail with her today, and she has gone to work. Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Team USA. Substitution on the court.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And the Mercury making a change here. Taylor, Gray defending. Here's Taylor. And the foul on Gray.
Side out.
That is her first foul of the game.
Tough break to the D, took the hit and drew the whistle.
But she was late to get there. The ref couldn't give her a free pass on that one.
Here's Taylor. Thomas right side. Looking to end her cold spell. Pass to Sabali. Rebounded by Copper. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become. She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Sabali rejected by Alyssa Thomas.
With the range and mobility to send shots away, Thomas doesn't want anything to come easy for opponents. That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Here's Taylor. Trying to get back on track. Here's Uzan. And again, Phoenix no good. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Phoenix. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Here's Taylor. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Here's Gray. And some very quick points for them on that possession.
Always seems to be in the right position. Gray's patience and experience make her the bright player she is.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Taylor. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Rebounded by Copper.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And Thomas gets it to go.
I love how Thomas knows how good she is, but still remains humble. I think it sets a great example for her peers.
Now here's Taurasi. Pass to Uzan. 6 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Stewart with the ball, guarded by Sabali. Basket counts.
Yeah, it's Thomas's unselfishness that fuels her team. She helps them play an exciting style at the offensive end.
Here's Taylor. Diana Taurasi on the wing. She's covered by Copper. Here's Taurasi. It's rebounded by Thomas. Copper outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Just a classic modern wing. Kalia Copper is more than capable from three-point land.
Here's Taylor. Misses the layup. Copper outside. Nailed from three-point land.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
And again, Phoenix no good.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Here's Stewart. It's hauled in by Uzan. Taurasi outside. Sabali the screen. To end the run. It's hauled in by Chelsea Gray.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burnt.
Thomas no good. Taurasi outside. Down low. Sabali. Pass to Thomas. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Outside Stewart. Shoots over Sabali. A nice shot by Stewart.
Well, Brianna Stewart has an assortment of moves offensively. So when she's looking to score, she's able to keep defenders guessing.
Outside, Sabali. Tries to break her ice. It's rebounded by Thomas. And it's been a very successful stretch for them.
You're right. This is quite a run they're on.
Sinks the triple.
Because of Gray's masterful and sophisticated offensive acumen, opposing coaches have problems game planning for her.
Here's Taylor.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Thomas a screen. And that one's good.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. And I'm sure that was not the plan.
Pass to Taurasi. Melissa Thomas with the rebound. Gray outside. Fires from the wing. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Here's Taylor. Outside, Sabali. It's not going to go for her. Copper outside. Shoots over Taurasi. And the basket by Copper.
Laser focused. Copper nailing the mid-range.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. Pass to Uzan. Taurasi. To halt the run. And it's good on the layup.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
Here's Stewart. Nice shot from the wing.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Here's Uzan. Pass to Taylor. Takes it from 10. Melissa Thomas with the rebound. Lloyd from long range. The three-pointer is on target.
Wow, that was from way out there. But you really got to be aware of Lloyd's range. She's more than capable of connecting from outside.
Sabali down low. Stewart's there. Sabali, good.
The defense cannot forget about her like that. If you do, she will light you up.
A baseline J. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just such an intelligent distributor. Thomas has an amazing feel for when she should distribute the rock.
Outside, Sabali. 13 feet out. That one, no good. And so they get the victory here at home tonight. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.